I always feel like I live in this sleepy little cul-de-sac in the middle of the mountains. That's really peaceful, and I have plants growing all over my yard that are protecting us and taking care of us. And then I want to share them, and I realize when I come outside and try and make a video that I don't live in a sleepy little cul-de-sac. For some reason, I've chosen like half shade, half sun, which is terrible for a video. And if I move, you're staring up the butt of my giant 6-foot rooster. But I'm sitting really close to some borage, and that was the whole point. So these borage, I'm gonna move my camera because I can't get them both in this shot. Me and my plant, or not my plant, but a plant in my yard. This is a tiny borage that just popped up this year. And actually there's one right beside it, right here, which is just leaves at this point. This one has some blooms starting on it, which is really exciting. And back to chicken butt. I actually went and picked one from a different spot where I was planning to make my video, because I wanted you to see the bloom itself. They're so sweet and cute. They're little stars. They're also known as the starflower. You can eat borage. Borage tastes like cucumbers. When you eat it, you can see how fuzzy this plant is. Even all the leaves and the stem, all the stems on it are fuzzy. And so that's a good identifier. There actually was a time that I saw a bunch of borage popping up in my garden, and I didn't know what it was at that point. So it was just these fuzzy leaves, and they were kind of taking over, and it was near where I was growing some echinacea, so I wanted to pull it to give the echinacea some space, and I pulled a bunch of it without knowing what it was, and have always thought about how much I regret that. It came back in the garden. It actually reseeds itself pretty easily, even in a drought, which we are in right now. It's kind of crazy how dry it's been this summer. Anyway, just a few tidbits about borage. I actually brought this one so that I could eat it, because you can eat the blossoms. They're great like little garnishes for drinks or salads, or anything that you want that little tiny taste of cucumber in. If you've had a Pim's cup, maybe it was garnished with some borage. Borage is so good for so many things. You can get a tincture of borage. I actually have some borage oil, and the oil is made from the seed, and so it's like a fattier oil, not the essential oil of borage, but yeah. So there's something that I don't love about the oil, though. It doesn't really smell that good to me, but the plant itself has so many wonderful properties. If you have a fever, borage is a great acute treatment for a fever. So if you do happen to have a tincture on hand, it can be really beneficial for fevers, and lowering your temperature. There are so many things you can use it for. So if you do have a tincture on hand, it can be really great for like a urinary tract infection, urinary tract issues, or just like good kidney and bladder health. It is a plant that you probably don't want to take long term, so maybe for like a week and then give your body a break from it. It can be a good plant to help a mama bring her milk in if you're a nursing mama. And that wouldn't be when you'd need to use it for very long, because it should work pretty quickly. So you could take a tincture of it then. It's great for your respiratory system. Also, if you have asthma or, acute things that you're dealing with, I think it's a good tool or remedy. So it can be really great for digestive stuff too. So, and that's just, like colic, things that you want to work on quickly. Diarrhea, maybe. Yeah, so just quick solution. It can be something nice to have. It could also be a mild laxative. So it's just smart like that. It kind of knows how to help your body. And then I think the part that I like about it the most is it's just such a happy plant. It can be a good plant to eat and use if you're feeling blue. You might want to just use the tincture of it or an essential oil of it if you have it on hand, to just boost your mood. I feel like it's a good comfort plant. It tastes good, it's happy, it's the shape of a star. Like, it's just got all of these really sweet properties to it, and it's not always blue. Sometimes it's pink. I actually have pink and blue in my garden, and sometimes it can be white. I don't actually have any white in my garden and haven't seen it in person, but you can find it in that color also. So yeah, I don't know, it's just got positive healing benefits, and it tastes delightful. You should try one if you walk past one. And here comes the car, which is always a tiny bit horrifying because they're probably wondering what the hell I'm doing. All right, so yeah, borage. It's delicious. You should try some. It'll make you happy.